Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Tiabu and I am here for week 3 Monday of treasure hunting. It's July 15th, Monday, so we've got episode 2 of Copcraft, and that's what I'm gonna watch. I thought episode 1 of Copcraft was pretty interesting. I think the world is pretty interesting. Characters seem intriguing and like they've got some hidden layers, some depth to them. And this sort of buddy cop setup that we've got going on is pretty solid, pretty traditional, and for a good reason, I think. I think it's a traditional and standard setup for good reason because it's a good way to tell a story. I'm intrigued by what we're going to get next. I would love to get a little bit more backstory and like understanding of the world and the way that things are and the types of powers and magic and stuff that are available in this world. I think that would be kind of interesting, but really I'm just looking forward to more. I really liked episode 1 and so more of that please. Yes, thank you. So, without much further blathering, let's get straight into Copcraft Episode 2, which I have up and ready to go at 0 seconds. There will be multiple versions of this reaction video. You can find the picture-in-picture versions with the video up there in the description down there. Timer-based version will be up on YouTube. It'll have any discussion that I decide to do at the end, and a beep beep timer at the beginning if you want to sync up with your own version, and that timer will go right here. Hi, Funimation. I need more tea. Oh, Jesus. Classic. That's a weird use of that stock sound effect. Cool music, though. Damn. So I guess this is going to be the intro each time. This particular shot coming in to the scene, I feel like it's a specific reference. Not to an anime, but to, like, a film. Hmm. Damn, this OP is good. It's got that Latin flavor just like slathered all over it. It's got that spicy salsa. Apparently not. Okay. What by who? What? Yeah. Okay. I don't think that's what she's here for. I think she's here to help. I believe her. He doesn't. Hmm. Yeah, why are you doing that? Why don't we just team up for a little while? Hmm. Hmm. Oh, so their lives were over? Oh no, like in a biological sense. I thought she was gonna go down some route of like they were just hikikomori, like had become worthless to society. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, that's really weird. I got one for you. Rawr. There you go. Hmm. So not in perfect health? So you didn't find it weird that they just have like Ken doll naughty bits? Because I find that weird. Okay. Magic? Magic. So they were like eating fermented fairy goop. Ew. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay. And the banter continues. Not quite. Well, there was his partner. Oh, no answer. Just, true enough. Ah. Hmm. He gives off the vibe that he's just so many layers of scar tissue that it just doesn't hurt anymore, you know? Oh, well, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. More pouty faces, please. Oh, okay. I don't know. Okay. Maybe meet the cat. Wait, where's she staying? Yeah. Ah. Yeah, but yeah. Good luck. Hmm. The terrible labyrinth of navigating a hotel. Ooh, high gas prices. I think those were gas prices. Oh, ah, no chance. It's about to be. Uh-oh. Oh. Mhm. Mhm. You get to meet the cat. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Yeah. Bingo. Mm. Mm. Mhm. Yeah, why keep something that harms you? No answer. One day we'll get an answer. Or right now. Hmm. Yes, he is. Just a little bit. Oh, yeah? Exactly. So, that's the point. And yes. Even though you two are kind of allergic to each other. Oh, got its name right. Dashtana. Okay, this guy's in the OP. He swings a sword around. Is good boy? Is bad boy? What you got? Woo! Dollar bills. Huh? Okay, so he runs the. What a waste. Oh man, I am looking forward to seeing this guy get the shit slapped out of him. Hmm. Is he the one who's been controlling people? Oh, probably. And there's someone behind him. Okay. Oh, that's a creepy dude. The what? Oh. Uh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Huh? Ah! All right, we got some antagonists. The fairy from the beginning. So now we know what the scheme is. Yeah. Yeah. Overthrow. How about just take over? Dispose of the trash, right? Yep. Wowee. Wow. Wow. Wow, we're going to the funeral. Holy shit. Or is this Rick's funeral? This is a weird song choice. I guess because America? Oh, man. Is that guy that we just saw? That's not the same guy, is it? That's not Mr. He's not Mr. Terrorist, right? Okay, we're gonna check. We're gonna check once this episode is over. The important stuff. That was a cool moment. Connect some threads. Tie some things together. Ooh, a shot. Interesting composition for that last shot. Dead before they were dead. Hmm. Hmm. But a machine? Hmm. Hmm. But this is a false thread, isn't it? Oh shit. Well, found him. Okay. Yep. That's some good looking food. It does. Hmm. Hmm. I think. Well, no, she left her sword. Yeah, she's going after him. I mean, she trusts you to bring it to her. But yeah. Midnight Train. Okay, interesting. I thought this was a pretty great episode. I think it continued to do what the first episode did and did certain things even better. But before we do anything else, the first thing that I want to check is I just want to verify that this man, Mr. Terrorist, and the guy, the chief, are not the same guy. And they are not. They have very different beards. They are just bearded white men with sort of blocky faces. So, okay, good, cool. So, glad that I'm wrong there. They're not the same guy. Fantastic. Bits and pieces. The banter between our two main characters is starting to lock into place. In two ways. One, in that they're like antagonistic banter when they're actually messing with each other. Is like becoming more solidified and more like a normal thing that they do. And then beyond that, they're also starting to like to work together a little bit better and to see some value in working together just a little bit more. And that's cute and that's cool, and that's usually one of the big arcs for this kind of like a buddy cop odd couple type of thing. So good to see it already starting here. As far as like world building aspects and like interesting other pieces, we get to meet this character who is his ex, so a character with history, with backstory intertwined with our main characters, and also somebody that he has to work with on a relatively frequent basis as a homicide detective. I assume he's homicide, seeing as he pretty much seems to mostly work on homicide. He could be anything, though. But yeah, so his ex works in the morgue. That's interesting. Lots of stuff can happen with that. Not much has happened yet, except for the interest and intrigue in the reveal. We got this whole little bit about the cat. One thing that I didn't love here was that we just take the metaphor, which I thought was pretty obvious, like the cat, which has something about it which bugs him, but he keeps it anyway, because that, I mean, it defines his character, and it also defines the way that he's going to interact with Talarna. Talana, whatever her name. But yeah, so they just said it straight out, which is kind of odd. I don't think it needed to be stated straight out like that. But that's okay. I did appreciate the moment where she actually uses his name properly for the first time. That's kind of cute, kind of nice. And then we jump over here and we get our villains telling other villains what the plan is. We're gonna make a big ass fairy dust nuke, and we'll deadify a shitload of people, and then we'll have this super wizard just control them all, and then we're gods, basically. So stakes are high. Stakes are pretty crazy high. Like, scary. It's pretty cool. And then we get the flip side of the little bit of respect that's been gained when he calls to her to examine the bodies. It's pretty cool. I thought that something really clever was happening here when they start talking about the gold jewelry and stuff. I thought that this was actually a false thread, because we didn't hear anything or see anything about gold jewelry here in the bad guys talking scene. Like, maybe it was there, but I didn't notice it. So I actually thought what we were doing was, it's kind of cliche and tropey for detectives and detective stories to always be right and to always make the right judgment calls as they go along. So one thing that you can do to shake things up is to have them make draw a logical conclusion that just happens to be incorrect. So like, she concludes that maybe they're using gold jewelry, and maybe we can go down this path of like finding somebody who's getting a manufacturing machine or whatever, but there's no connection there because they weren't actually using gold jewelry. It's just some trait of this wizard. He's super strong or something, or some other technique. So I thought, because we had no reference to gold jewelry before this, that this was a wrong path, and I was actually really excited by that possibility, that we could have characters that are not only personally flawed and fallible in their personal lives, but fallible in the plot. Like, they don't have detective plot armor or Sherlock Holmes plot armor where they just get everything right. And in that kind of story, the fun is seeing them get everything right. But in the other kind of story, the fun is not knowing whether they're necessarily right, and knowing that your detective characters are really trying to figure it out and not always correct all the time. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about this so much since it's something that the show didn't actually do, but I thought it was going to, and I was really excited for it, and so, meh. All in all, pretty solid episode. Some of my previous complaints are still valid. I think that when the CGI appears, it's a little even less crisp in this episode. I think it was a little higher quality in the first episode, but it was never jarring enough to like really take me out of it or anything like that. I think there's a scene where the cop in the background dancing is CGI, and it's fine. Ah, allergies are the worst. Ah. General production was okay. There were some sections where the direction itself was a little weird, where I didn't understand the flow of shots. Like the opening fight sequence that we open on as they're like battling it out with these zombie creatures in the hotel. So like there are a couple of sequences here where I don't think that they're very coherent. Like that particular set of cuts. I'm not quite sure what the flow is. I guess after watching it a couple of times, he's just like running down the stairs and then stops and then reaches up with the Uzi and fires up at Copcraft guy. But like he's leaning over with the gun there, and then when we cut back, he's like sitting down back against the. It's odd. I don't think there's a great flow here. That said, it's fine. It's not terrible, but it could be much improved. Some weird music choices. Great music choices in the beginning of the episode. Weird music choice for the funeral scene with this like sort of twangy like country folky song. Really strange. Almost psychedelic as well. Yeah, it's got this vibe to it that reminds me of it's the same kind of modulation that you hear in Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, or that era of psych rock. Yeah. Weird. Really weird choice there. That said, the OP grew on me even further in this episode. ED's pretty hype too. Characters are cute. Shows continue to be pretty good. Pretty darn solid. Okay. That's going to be it for me. So, I've been Tiabu. This has been Copcraft Episode 2. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. And I hope to catch you next week in the next one, which I will probably watch just for funsies. See you there. Peace.